Good morning. This is Around the House with Kay and Tom. Today I am going to fix some sweet potato biscuits. We have a lot of sweet potatoes lately, so we're just going to fix some sweet potato biscuits. What you need is you need 3/4 cup of mashed sweet potatoes. Now I cooked these in the oven yesterday. I haven't peeled them yet, but I went ahead and cooked 3 because I didn't know exactly how many would make 3/4 of a cup. You need some just regular butter, cold butter. You don't need to heat it, you don't need to melt it. You need a 1/2 cup of milk, and you need 2 cups of flour. Teaspoonful of cinnamon and a teaspoonful of brown sugar, just regular brown sugar. So let's just get started. This is really simple, and I'm sure your mother's just like I am. They always just made homemade biscuits at home. So we're going to get started. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to mash me up 3/4 cup of mashed sweet potatoes. So what I need to do is just peel them. Now you can actually do this the day you want to make your biscuits. I just happened to decide yesterday that I just go ahead and cook them. And I cooked these in the oven. They haven't been cooked in the microwave. You can actually cook them in the microwave, but it's just like regular potatoes, a baked potato. To me, it's always better if you cook it in the oven. So we're going to peel these. And if it has any spots on it, you can get them off. You just need a 3/4 cup of mashed sweet potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and peel the other one because I think it's going to take, it definitely will take more than just one. I set my oven at 350. I'm preheating my oven. So by the time I get all this mixed up, my oven definitely will be hot. We're having beautiful weather down here, but I know a lot of people are having ice and snow. So this would really be good early in the morning for breakfast. Okay, I think that would probably make that much. So we're just going to mash up. Just going to use this tool right here to get it mashed up. You don't have to have that. If you don't have that, mash it with your hands. Just make sure you wash your hands. So just get your potatoes mashed up a little bit. And I need 3/4 cup of mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. So let's just get them in there. I had a little bit left over, but that's okay. So what we need 2 cups of flour. I've just always sifted my flour, even though it's probably okay not re-sifted, but it's just something I've always done. You need a teaspoonful of cinnamon. So we're just going to go ahead and add that in there now. 1 teaspoonful of cinnamon, a teaspoonful of brown sugar. See, that's already sounding good. Just I got the light brown sugar, but whatever brown sugar you've got. I'm just going to sort of mix that together a little bit. And I'll tell you a secret about making biscuits. Sort of put your hole, like slide your flour up to the edge of your bowl. Okay, and then add your milk, which is going to be a half a cup of milk. And just pat down your flour so you've got like a little place in the middle. Add your milk. And then you need a half a cup of cold butter. Okay. And you take the butter and put right here in the center. And your mashed potatoes right in here where your milk and your butter is at. And all you do is like mash it together, squeeze it together. And start working your flour in with your sweet potatoes, your milk, cinnamon, and butter. Brown sugar. I forgot the brown sugar right then. Brown sugar. And make sure you get everything in there together. Mixed up real good. You can tell when it starts getting firm. Get it off my fingers a little bit. Then all you have to do is like just start rolling it over. This might make a lot more than what I thought I was going to use, but that's okay. If I don't want to make no more than a couple, just put what you want to eat on your bread pan and cook it and put the rest up for a later time. My son came down from North Carolina and he was wanting biscuits for breakfast. I can't remember what we were doing that day, but anyway, I got out some canned biscuits and he said, "Mom, I thought you was going to make homemade biscuits." And I said, "Well, maybe another day, but not today." And I've got to admit that I never did make them while he was there, come down here this time, but I will next time. Okay, when you get it firm together like that, just sort of roll it up in a little ball. I'm going to put a little bit of flour over here on the side and I'll show you why. Okay, all you got to do is put flour on your hands. Pinch off you a little bit, ever how big you want your biscuit. And keep your hands sort of coated with flour and just roll them around. And put them on your pan. Just pinch you up a little bit. Now if you don't keep flour on your hands when you roll them, they won't roll, I can tell you that. And you can make them a smoother biscuit. I've got a friend that asked me when I made these to make sure I made at least enough for her and her mother, so I'll probably make more than and run them down there to her house. And the more you make, the smoother they'll get. You can definitely smell the cinnamon, and I can assure you none of the two biscuits are going to be alike. But if you go anywhere that serves homemade bread, biscuits, I don't think you'll find two that looks just alike. I'll go ahead and make up what I've got here. I've got more than I thought I was going to have, but now I have my pan of biscuits and I'm going to put them in the oven and we're going to cook them. It usually takes maybe like 20 minutes, but you can look at them and tell if they're done. So let's get them cooking. I'm going to set my timer for just 20 minutes. And then we'll come back and check on them. And in the meantime, I'll get all my stuff cleaned up, and then we'll have some sweet potato biscuits. Well, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. I have just got my sweet potato biscuits out of the oven. I almost left them in there too long. They got brown. I could have made them smaller and made them thicker. But let's just see what they taste like. I'm going to get them off of this pan right quick. And we're going to take one. Wow. Very, very hot, of course. I just got them out of the oven. Put a little butter on mine.